Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by emotions at the very moment you needed clarity the most? It's like standing in the eye of a storm, isn't it? Your heart races, your thoughts scatter, and making a clear decision seems almost impossible. We've all been there, facing that tidal wave of emotions, whether it's anxiety, anger, or even overexcitement, derailing our focus and clouding our judgment. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young student, talented but impulsive. In a critical competition, his emotions got the better of him. Despite his skill, he lost, not to his opponent, but to his uncontrolled anger and frustration. It was a hard lesson on the importance of mastering one's emotions. This is where the legendary Miyamoto Musashi comes into the picture. Beyond his prowess with the sword, Musashi was a master of the mind. His philosophy wasn't just about combat, it was about conquering the chaos within. So if you're looking to channel your inner samurai, to turn the tide and master your emotions, Musashi's wisdom might just be the key. Let's dive into his world and learn how to control our emotions, not just to overcome, but to excel in every aspect of life. Just before we dive deeper, a quick reminder. If you find value in what we're about to explore, consider subscribing to the channel. Surprisingly, only 19% of our viewers are subscribed. Joining our community will ensure you don't miss out on more content like this, designed to empower and inspire you. Now let's continue on our journey to emotional mastery with Musashi's wisdom. First off, let's unravel this mystery. What exactly are emotions, and why can they be so tricky to handle? Emotions, in their raw form, are like untamed horses, powerful and often unpredictable. They can lead us to victory, but can just as easily send us off course. Think about a time when unchecked emotions led you down a path you later regretted. Maybe it was a hasty decision made in anger or an opportunity missed due to fear. These instances leave us wondering, what if I had kept a cool head? We all grapple with these moments, don't we? That inner turmoil when our heart seems to hijack our brain. It's a universal struggle, trying to understand and manage this emotional whirlwind within us. But here's where Miyamoto Musashi's wisdom comes into play. He didn't just see emotions as hurdles. He viewed them as pathways to deeper self-awareness. Musashi's methods weren't about suppressing emotions. Rather, they were about understanding them, their triggers, and their impact. Let's explore how we can apply Musashi's insights to not just understand our emotions, but to use them as stepping stones towards greater self-mastery. Musashi's journey to mastery began with a fundamental principle: know thyself. It sounds simple, yet it's a step many of us overlook. Without self-awareness, we're like sailors navigating without a compass, often lost in the sea of our own emotions. Think about the times when a lack of self-awareness led to rash decisions or misunderstandings. Maybe it was a misinterpreted comment that sparked unnecessary conflict, or a misjudged situation that led to embarrassment. These instances underscore the high stakes of not knowing ourselves well. Musashi, through his life's journey, highlighted the power of self-awareness. His battles weren't just physical confrontations. They were mental and emotional duels. He understood his strengths, weaknesses, and triggers. This knowledge wasn't just for self-reflection. It was his armor and weapon in life's many battles. So how do we start this journey of self-awareness? It begins with introspection. Take time each day to reflect on your actions, reactions, and the emotions behind them. It's about asking yourself the tough questions. Why did I react that way? What feelings are driving my decisions? This is not about being overly critical, but about understanding your emotional landscape. Musashi's path teaches us that self-awareness is the first step towards emotional mastery. It's the foundation upon which we can build control over our emotions and reactions. As we delve deeper into Musashi's philosophy, let's keep this in mind. The journey to mastering anything begins with mastering oneself. Musashi's legacy is often synonymous with his swordsmanship, but his true mastery lay in the realm of the mind. His secret weapon, mindfulness. Imagine a mind unshackled by the noise of unceasing thoughts. That was Musashi's mental battlefield. Consider how often our minds, untrained and untamed, lead us into turmoil. It's like walking into a battle without armor. Our thoughts race, jump, and often lead us down paths of anxiety and distraction. Just as a samurai must control his weapon, we too must learn to wield our thoughts. The parallels between Musashi's time and our modern-day challenges are striking. Just as he faced opponents on the battlefield, we confront a barrage of information, stress, and decision-making every day. The chaos of our minds in this relentless environment can be our greatest adversary. So how did Musashi attain such mental clarity and calm? Through the practice of mindfulness. And here's how you can incorporate it into your life. Start with small, daily exercises. It could be as simple as 5 minutes of focused breathing each morning or mindful walking, where you fully immerse yourself in each step, each breath, and each moment. Practice observing your thoughts without judgment, letting them pass like leaves on a stream. These moments of mindfulness bring us closer to Musashi's level of mental control. They allow us to step back, assess situations with clarity, and respond with thoughtfulness rather than react in haste. As we embrace mindfulness in our daily routine, we edge closer to mastering our emotions and excelling in all facets of life, just like Musashi. Imagine wielding control over your emotions with the same precision and grace as a samurai wielding his katana. This isn't just a metaphorical ideal. It's the heart of disciplined emotional regulation, something Miyamoto Musashi excelled at. The pitfalls of emotional impulsiveness are like stumbling blocks on the path to success and clarity. Picture the times when a sudden surge of anger, fear, or frustration led to choices you later regretted. It's a common experience, one that binds us in our human condition. Musashi, despite his fierce reputation as a warrior, was a master of emotional discipline. His battles weren't just fought with swords, they were won in the mind first. He knew that to act impulsively was to relinquish control, to let the external world dictate your inner state. So how can we cultivate this same level of discipline in our emotional lives? It starts with recognizing our emotional triggers and pausing before we react. Musashi practiced this through meditation, reflection, and continuous self-improvement. We can adopt similar practices. Mindful meditation, to observe our emotional responses without judgment, journaling to reflect on our daily experiences and emotional reactions, and setting clear intentions each day to respond to situations with calmness and thoughtfulness. These techniques aren't just quick fixes. They're stepping stones to building a fortress of emotional resilience. With practice, we can learn to regulate our emotions, not with suppression, but with understanding and control, channeling them in ways that serve our goals and well-being. Embrace this disciplined approach, and you're on your way to mastering your emotions, following in the footsteps of Musashi himself. Imagine transforming your emotions into a powerful fuel that propels you towards success. Uncontrolled emotions can be like a tempest, capable of derailing even the most carefully laid plans and aspirations. They can cloud judgment, impede progress, and lead to decisions that steer us away from our goals. Picture a moment where frustration, fear, or doubt overwhelmed you, causing a setback in your path to success. Musashi understood the art of converting emotional energy into strategic advantage. He didn't allow anger or fear to dominate. Instead, he used these emotions as catalysts to sharpen his focus and determination. His emotional mastery was a key component in overcoming challenges and achieving his legendary status. So, how can you apply this in your life? It starts with recognizing that emotions aren't obstacles but sources of energy that can be channeled constructively. Begin by identifying your emotional responses and understanding their triggers. Then, learn to redirect this energy. Convert anxiety into preparation, transform frustration into creative problem-solving, and turn fear into cautious planning. Practicing this art of emotional alchemy involves mindfulness, reflection, and a dash of creativity. It's about taking a step back when emotions surge, assessing their potential, and then steering them in a direction that serves your objectives. This process isn't just about control, it's about alignment and harmony, creating a synergy between your emotional state and your ambitions. Embrace this approach, and you'll find that your emotions, once perceived as hurdles, become powerful allies on your journey to success, much like the indomitable spirit of Musashi. As you stand at the threshold of a new realm of self-mastery, consider this. Mastering your emotions is the key to unlocking your full potential in every aspect of life. Think about the times when unchecked emotions led to missed opportunities or unnecessary conflicts. the frustration of reacting rather than responding, the regret of decisions made in the heat of the moment. These are the hurdles that can be overcome with emotional mastery. Your journey mirrors that of Miyamoto Musashi in more ways than one. Just as he navigated the tumultuous landscapes of feudal Japan with a calm and focused mind, you too are traversing your own challenges, armed with the power of emotional control. His life wasn't just about swordsmanship. It was a testament to the strength of will and the power of a disciplined mind. Remember, the path to mastery isn't a sprint but a marathon. It's a continuous process of learning, practicing, and growing. Each step you take in understanding and managing your emotions is a step towards a more centered, powerful, and successful life. Let Musashi's wisdom guide you. Embrace the principles of self-awareness, mindfulness, discipline, and emotional regulation. Use your emotions not as barriers, but as stepping stones to greater achievements. As you progress on this path, you will find that mastering your emotions is the secret to mastering anything you set your mind to. So take heart and continue forward. You have the tools, the inspiration, and now the path laid out before you. The journey to mastery is yours to embark upon, with the spirit of a samurai and the wisdom of the ages as your constant companions.